Welcome to Advice No One Asked For. This segment is a dose of Buckley where people send questions in to advice columnists, and then I read them and answer them for your amusement. It's good, clean fun where no one gets hurt. Well, except potentially the person who asked the question, but whatever. I mean, they should be happy. I'm providing a second opinion free of charge. Find a therapist that'll fucking do that for you. Since this is the 20th installment, I'm going to answer 2 questions. Our first question comes from a man who just can't get no satisfaction. Dear Not Buckley, my wife and I had sex 9 times last year. That's not nearly enough for me, but she doesn't seem to care. There's a good chance our marriage will end if this isn't resolved, but I don't see how it will. I love her, but I can't live like this. Signed, Sexless in Seattle. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, your marriage sucks. Oh. Maybe she doesn't want to fuck you because you're aging and ugly. Or maybe she doesn't seem to care because she's fucking some other dude. Probably someone younger that she met on Ashley Madison or Cougar Life or some shit. So yeah, you should probably end that. 9 times? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And our second question comes from a woman who is trying to salvage an old relationship. Dear Buckley. Just fucking kidding. We fell in love 5 years ago, in our late teens, but I had to move back to my university city, 5 hours away. After a year, we got back together. I broke up with him 2 years later, as we were always fighting. Another 2 years together, I broke up with him again, for the same reason. I met someone else and moved on too quickly. A year later, I'm still in love with him, and wish I'd tried harder to work through our fights because he loved me very much. We're friends, and spend time together, but sometimes we get intimate, and it hurts, because he doesn't want to get back together. Is there any hope for us? No. I'm Buckley, and you're welcome. Alright, I did say I'd answer 2 fucking questions, so I'll do it properly. First of all, your question is incorrect. Is there any hope for us? No, there clearly isn't. But that's not the question you should be asking. The correct question is there any hope for you? You've dated the same guy, 3 times in 5 years? Dated in your late teens, broke up to go to school, dated again, there's 2, broke up because you were always bitching at each other, dated again, there's 3, broke up again for the same fucking reason as before, and you're currently fuck buddies. You keep going back to this relationship that clearly wasn't working by the second time, and now you want to fucking do it again? Why? Actually, don't answer. I mean, you can't anyway, but it's pretty obvious why. You can't fucking be alone. You're hopelessly hopeful that someone, anyone, will take you, and so you run back to the sure thing. I've seen this so many times. You can't be alone, you try to date someone else, but they probably realize you're a crazy bitch and get rid of you as well. And then you go running back to the guy you had because he's there and he's too fucking stupid to just say, you know what, this is a bad idea. Because he's a man and he has a cock and a female is throwing herself at him. And guys are basically animals with very little impulse control. But you already know the fucking answer to your question. You said that he doesn't want to get back together. You said that it hurts when you get intimate. And I assume that you mean it hurts emotionally, because if it hurts physically, tell him to lube up before he just jams the anal beads in. But it hurts you because you want it to be something more, and he doesn't. He just wants a breathing sex toy, and you're there. And he doesn't want to put up with your bullshit and get into fights with you and all that shit again. Your relationship is terminally ill, and fucking him is just putting it on life support. It's time to pull the plug on this decaying, miserable relationship. It's begging for it. The relationship's clawing at its own oxygen mask right now, going, kill me. Yank the fucking plug. Stop fucking him, stop hanging out with him, and just move on. And don't just fucking crawl under the next dude to come along. Be single for a while. Not just for your sake, but for the sake of the poor fucker that ends up on top of you next and finds out that he should have just waited for a 1:30 dirty instead of taking your crazy ass home. I'm Buckley, and you're welcome.